Hiya guys, it's Spectre here. Hello. I hope you're having a good day. And welcome back to some more Warhammer 3. Continuing my Volkmar 110 head start campaign. We're almost there. We're almost at the 100 turns where we can be unleashed. Before we get into the video, still got this to show you, my new page. If you are new around here, like a lot of you are, please subscribe. This is on your, if you're a desktop or laptop. If you're on mobile, it should be right in front of your screen, and I've got no idea on tablets, I don't own one. As obviously this updates and this updates, which this updates once a day, I will update this on here so you guys can see how we're going, how we're progressing in hours and progressing on subs. But I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. Until we get here, we're basically just sort of like treading water sort of thing. So if you can help me get to 1,000 subs, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks guys. With that said, let's get into the video. That upgrades in one turn, which is good. I see how much a bloody building cost. I've got a really difficult army around there to try and fight, and I think before I redeclare war on Spectre, I might try and kill that guy and get that 2-minute gash first. God knows how Wood Elf has ended up with a fucking 2-minute gash in the first place. That's something I don't know. See, that one is trash.
I see Sigmar's hand in this.
Right. Okay.
Yes?
The remaining buildings, that's one of them. We're going with this armor for defences. That's 8,000? Fucking hell. Yeah, we might as well upgrade it. We've got the money for it.
Ready.
Upgrade it now while we're waiting.
Sigmar has heard my prayers. The instrument of Sigmar's will.
Do I recruit 2 more great swords? Nothing else on here, is there? No. We can now go straight onto that one. Yeah, I will. Get rid of 2 of these.
Sigmar grant me strength.
Recruit me 2 more grey swords. Because basically that's going to be our demigryphs. It's going to be these 6 units here. I don't need 8. 8 is too many. And they're too expensive. Now you might think these at 205 are expensive, which they are. But demigryphs are what? 350 and 375 respectively.
Volkmar the Grim.
They're really, really expensive. I can still knock some more money off though with Headhunter. I'm not sure if it's worth getting that. And we get 20% there, so no I won't. I'll just get the lightning strike points. So we get... Don't we get replenishment from him? Yeah, he gives us replenishment anyway. So it's currently at 14% and we're going to get, what, another 3? So I'll get 17% from him and then we've got 20% from Volkmar anyway, from one of his skills. Yeah, so I'll just go with that. Be fine. I mean, see, normally I'd be crapping myself with battle sites around like that. Because that means you're going to have vampire counts walking into your area and raising like a full fucking army. And raising all kinds of units. But, because Manfred's dead, I ain't going to worry about that. You do not want vampire counts having battle sites. If they've got battle sites near them, that's bad. Because once they can start getting hold of their better units, especially things like the mortis engines and stuff like that, it's a whole world of trouble. So this is somewhat weird. Do these unlock other levels, or have I got to spend points on these again still? Because obviously this unlocks automatically at level 12. So I'm guessing you've got to put points into these. Because that one gives you charge bonus, and then that one gives you more movement speed.
The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
I was glad when they put in the automatic mounts as well. That makes complete sense. It's like having to waste like points on mounts, and in some cases you had characters were like 3 different mounts. Some of them had. Like you might have a horse, a chariot, and then a dragon or something or whatever. Like in this case, he's got a horse, a Pegasus, and then I think for a general you also get your Griffin. Obviously, you've got that one. Not sure if there was somebody with 4. I was trying to think. I remember somebody with something weird, and it's like it used so many of your skill points. And especially when the mounts were in like a line, so you had to get the previous mount, technically the inferior one, to get the better one. It was a really good like quality of life change by making them not cost you skill points. The what? Overlords of Zarduk declared war on the Bone Rattlers and Skarsnik. Skarsnik and Azag are still alive? On turn 76? That's impressive for them.
Orders.
Do I take out him? Take out him. Shit. I should put that on to reduce the cost a bit. I want to try and see if I can stay on the good side of tic-tac-toe. Don't know why he's chosen to go to war with Teclis, but I'm hoping he resolves that. Okay. Get that, that'll be good. It gave you too much here in Suddenburg, I think. Suddenburg having a port and having wine, and you need all these buildings to recruit stuff. It gave you too much. Because this would be better for being like a money-making province, but you need to be able to recruit. So once I get there, I could maybe turn that into a recruiting province, and then turn this one into more of a money-making one. And then just keep the units that give me like hero capacity. But they make it really hard when it's a port and it's got a resource. It's like the worst combination for it to be like your starting settlement that you need. Right. If I get one of those and one of those, that's going to send it up by 660. So if we did that again, and then again, so we're talking like 1,800. Hmm, 1,980. So I'd still be in a plus, but a very fucking small one. But saying that, we have got all of our buildings built, so I could go for it.
instrument of Sigmar's will.
And then I want 2 more with halberds, purely because they're anti-large, and they are my only anti-large units I'm having in my army, because I've not got any halberdiers, because halberdiers, quite frankly, are shit. It's not like Chaos Warriors with halberds or Chosen with halberds. Halberdiers just don't do amazing. Even though they're armor piercing and anti-large, they take a lot of damage back in return because they're not armored. So if there's a large unit that's, say, anti-infantry, more often than not, it will beat the halberdiers. Clan Wars destroyed. It was me.
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
I plan on heading up there anyway. There's nothing to decrease the cost of buildings, is there? No. That could be worth getting. And actually, we could avoid pissing Cetra off and go round. What's things looking like with Cetra and Arkan? Well, it says Cetra's stronger, strength rank 12 with 12 settlements, but followers of Nagash are also pretty strong, and they've got 11 settlements. How the fuck has followers of Nagash got 11 settlements? You're like, where? There's not 11 settlements here. There's 1 there, 2, 3, 4... maybe 5. I think there's 1 on here, 6, 7, 8. Oh, actually, there might be. Oh, there's 11 settlements in that one area. So that tells you how many they can fit in the Great Desert of Araby then. So if they bring Araby into the game at some point here, rather than having ogres might be like your starting enemy when you play Araby. In here alone, they could fit probably 2 provinces. Have like a northern Araby and a southern Araby. And they could probably have like 8 settlements in here. 2 cities and 6 towns. Interesting.
Tools of judgment ready. Pick up the pace.
Well, Cetra's forces are otherwise preoccupied.
Yes, for now.
Scarbrand is here though. He's got an army there of 9.
Grand Theogenist. The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
Oh, I need to try and speak to Henowin. I don't think I'll get anything from him, but maybe.
Volkmar the Grim.
I've still got those buildings to build. I've got some in there at least. How do you eliminate... Hang about. In battle, eliminate a lord belonging to any of the following enemies. Reichland, Creeping Death, Warhead of the One-Eye, Fecundities, Sylvania, World Walkers, Broken Axe. Why would that include Reichland? If they're the people you're going to get plus 40 diplomatic relations with. You're not going to get relations with them if they're on the list. How that worded that then? Any of the following enemies of Reichland. That did not word that well. I was like, what? How does that make any fucking sense?
Sigmar be praised.
Well, that's going to upgrade next turn, as is that. That's going to give us some more money.
Seek out the heretics.
I'll not recruit the last two yet. Because I need to just do these last couple of buildings.
Instrument of Sigmar's will.
That one's at level 11. That one's level 15. We'll eventually get all of them anyway. But we do want these as they pop up, really. And then I'm guessing by the Grand Hammer of Sigmar and Grand Shield of Thief, I'm guessing they're what the Arch Lectors only have. They have the better version. So these two here. It's back over 2,000 again? What the fuck? But that's just under 5,000. And then we've got 4,000 and then another 8,000. We'll get those built. And then we're going to be better prepared to defend ourselves. Once they're built, I'll recruit the last 2 demogryphs.
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
Which means I've got some in there for the time being, so if we are attacked, I've got something that can run around and take out enemy range units and cavalry.
The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
These have halberds, but they do less damage than their anti-infantry counterpart. How the fuck does that work? Have less of a piercing damage as well, despite having a halberd. But they do get 25 more damage if they're against a large target. So you're talking, what, 82? It's not bad.
Show me the accused.
Battle site over there as well. I love the battle sites idea as well. I think that for like vampire camps is a really, really good idea,
So
because
forward.
it makes complete sense that that's where they're going to be raising bodies from. But rather than it being like an ancient battle site, like steeped in the Warhammer lore itself, it's basically like you creating lore as the player. They don't like Ironbrow. He's at war with him. Well, that's good for us because dwarves are really fucking strong in auto-resolve.
Can you see I'm busy?
And the longer the game goes on, the stronger they're going to get, because they're going to get access to better and better units. And once that happens, it's basically over the Tomb Kings. They're not going to out-auto-resolve dwarves. Think about it, he's at war with no one. So that means he's either killed Teclis, or he's got peace with him. But it also means while he's at war with no one, he might randomly declare war upon somebody. Which that could also mean me. It's more unlikely it's going to be me because I've got non-aggression, but still. Little flying creature. Whoa, that's a battle site and a half. 6,042 casualties. That's massive. Fucking hell, that one's even bigger. 6,727. Fucking Christ. There's one there as well, that place. $5,682 there. 4,000 there. Because see, some are attached to the towns and cities themselves. So the battle sites that you can see, like these ones, are the ones for outside of a town or city. But if, say, you've been getting attacked a lot at a town or city and you've been defending it or attacking it, and there's casualties there, you put your cursor over it and it brings up the casualties. And if it's big enough where it would make a battle marker, which I think uses like about 2,000 on the low side, I think, then obviously you can raise more dead units from there. When you've got it on like your city itself, it's pretty good. Like I've got 3,001 there. I actually ain't got any. 4k there. None there, surprisingly. Weird. How are there none there? It's bizarre. Yeah, it's really good how that works. I do like the idea of it. It's a really fun way to do the mechanic. I just wish that you could get the percentage increases that you get with vampire counts for Warriors of Chaos. So you could have a way to increase it. Or it would increase by having high chaos corruption. Because like I've got, example, my Sigvald campaign, my co-op campaign with my friend Overlord. I've got 100 Slaanesh corruption in my province, but my giant sits on a 1% chance to spawn, which realistically means I have chance to get one giant in 100 turns. That is far too little and far too rare. It's ridiculously low. With the battle sites in these areas, the bigger the battle sites are in a region, and it's region to region, not province. So if you have, like, say, an accumulated 11,000 casualties where your city is, but then your town down the road, you've got only 4,000, you won't have a bigger pool there to recruit from. And you won't have as high percentage as you will do in a bigger battle site area, because you're going to have more casualties to pull from. So you've got more percentage. And that's why I think when they rip mechanics from somewhere else, they don't work great. So the Warriors of Chaos one where they travel around and get units from in the lands, I don't like that. Personally, I wish they had the traditional recruiting method where you build the building, the units unlocked, you can recruit them. If they want to have the ranking up system, so like you can't recruit Chosen, you can just recruit Chaos Warriors, then you've got to rank up the Chosen to then upgrade them to rank up the Chaos Warriors to upgrade them to Chosen, then fair enough. That I could get behind. But don't make it so the percent chance of them to spawn, because it means you're stuck with a lot of shitty units, even in some of your newer armies in the late game, and that's not where you want to be at. And while Chaos Warriors themselves are pretty good units, they can still fall short against some units in the late game. It's not really where you want to be. So I think the vampire count system they've kind of moved over to Warriors of Chaos as well. They need to tweak it a bit and make it work more for Chaos. Like the vampire count one works perfectly fine for vampire counts. We need our system to work for us, for Warriors of Chaos. They need it to work for them in their way. And since they haven't got battle site markers, they need something sort of like that. You could have like, when so many people have died in a region, if you want to use region to region, you could have like a sacrifice marker. So you've sacrificed that many to the gods, and the higher sacrifices in a given region yields a higher percentage to the units. Okay. So that's basically the quest then to unlock Ulrika for Volkmar.
Grant me strength.
Honestly, I didn't realise he could get Ulrika. So if that's the case, I could replace one of the greatswords. Or I might just put Ulrika in the second army. Right, okay. I've got these that cost money. So I'm really ideal right now. Yeah, let's upgrade our units.
The instrument of Sigmar's will.
We've just got that then. Got that to upgrade, and these are all maxed out.
Volkmar.
And once they're done, I'll recruit the last two demigryphs. Drycha got destroyed. Oh, he's not in my territory. Bastard.
The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
Fucking how many Minotaurs? Bastard fucking Doomstack. 8 fucking... That's how many Minotaurs I run in a full Beastman army. I don't run more than 8. Because I usually have 4 big guys in there. And then usually some Bestigors as well. Alongside my characters. Fucking Christ. I hope I can auto-resolve that. Minotaurs will eat fucking greatswords alive. I mean, at least rest of his army's shit. So I don't worry about that. And then he's on level 1, so he's going to have, like, what? Oh, fucking hell, he's got Flock of Doom. The only spell that you don't want to see in that fucking lore. Flock of Bleeding Doom. I was hoping he'd have like Lore of Life. Whatever it's called, a Lore of Wild or something. Because they're both crap. Oh, he's not even attacking me, he's going that way. Oh, he attacked, etc. You ballsy bitch. Fuck. If he crosses the border into my territory, I will attack him. But I'm adhering to the 100-turn head start rules. I can't pursue him over there unless he comes here and I attack him and he runs. And then it's only if I can catch him. If I can't catch him, I've got to come back. But even then, I'll be... Well, actually, no, I won't be trespassing. Would I? No, I won't, because that's that territory. This one's here. Right. Right, everything else is done. We just need to get that. Once that's done, we can recruit the last two. Or are these making a play for me now? Citra's there. Hang on, why the fuck is Citra all the way back here? Did he die? I didn't even realise he had any armies over there. Last time I saw Citra was over there fighting Ark and the Black. He's got to have died. Yeah, these are low ranked, he has to have. There's no way he didn't die.
By the comet. I am Karl Franz. Many call me Emperor.
Actually, I'm going up there towards him, man. What about Skarsnik? Even more so. Skarsnik must be strong.
As you say.
Does me. Non-aggression, trade agreement and military access with Karl France. And his strength rank 2 with 21 settlements. I'll fucking take it.
Onward. Welcome to my throng. Aye.
That improves that with them under the trade agreement.
Ready?
I like it.
What brings you to my...
Past treaties with Bowmen of Orion. Did I even have anything with him? Skarsnik actually is strong. Strength rank 11 with 15 settlements. Made the right choice going more with that thing than that one. Okay, no. Skarsnik's being strong though in the later part of the game. By now he's usually dead or close to it, like in his last couple of settlements. So that means that he must have killed one of the dwarves. And because he's not killed Karak Kadrin, it must mean he's killed Thorgrim. He's got to have. So Albania getting their ass kicked. Well, followers of Nagash, they did lose one settlement, and they've dropped quite badly in power. But Kenry's also lost some settlements. Pretty sure he had 12. We're going to be at war with Citra again anytime soon anyway, because he doesn't like Ironbrow. And Ironbrow's taking all this shit. Oh no, Ironbrow took Casabar. No. No, you dwarven fuckwit.
Unbendy.
I need that bleeding territory,
Make
you
it snappy, I've got work to do.
fucking bellend. Marvellous. Think about it. If he gives me that. Barely scratches it.
Praise Sigmar.
Fucking Thorek. I can only hope the Citra someone takes it back. That's orange for me. Ooh, could take this. Have them as well.
What? Sigmar has heard my prayer. Onwards. This is wise.
Get rid of both of them.
Knowledge is power. Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
The last two, fuck it, I'm not putting the decreasing thing on. Who cares? Just get me the units.
Sigmar grant me strength.
So money's gone up to that, and then it's going to decrease by 660. So I'm still going to be like 2,300-ish. Okay, no, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not with full army. And full army itself is going to be a little over 5,000. Most of your decent armies that aren't doom stacks are going to be over like 5k in most cases. That was Lizard Man there called Bestal Boss. And I don't know why, but it triggered the memory in my mind of Basil Geese from fucking Monster Hunter. I fucking hated that goddamn creature. You'd miss it sometimes, it'd be on the corner of your screen, it'd say like Basil Geese has entered the area, and you'd be like, no. And it'd just beeline it straight for the player and fucking strafe you like a fucking B-52 bomber. It'd just drop all these exploding fucking, like, scales that then just blow you up and wreck your day. And it'd be while you're fighting one of the other monsters in the area trying to kill it. And this fucking wrecking machine just comes in and just plants and just blows you up. Fucking Basil Geese.
My great works unfinished.
Onwards! Is that where heretics lurk? Hunt them out! Of course! Moving off.
Okay. On. Well, these aren't going to be any problem for the Great Swords to kill. These will be a problem if I can't get to them. They won't be a problem for the Demogryph Knights. These potentially could be. Obviously that could be. And tree men are a pain in the arse.
My knowledge is yours.
I need 3 more points here. And then I can start buffing the red tree. That buffs both my guys though. It buffs the Great Swords and the Demogryph Knights. And that one buffs Empire Knights, Reiksguard and Knights of Blazing Sun. I'll buff that one as well, but obviously do it after my own army. And again, my guys are all on the same one. Great Swords are there. Reiksguard are there if I could ever get them. Or no more Reiksguard. And then Demogryphs are both here. So we get 5 more melee attacking defense and 10% physical resistance. Does me. What does first spark give?
Sigmar has shown us the path.
Armor and weapon strength. So we'd go over 100 armour, and they get 12% weapon strength, so we'd go over 40 with that. And then with that melee attacking defence on the back end, we'd be on the high 40s for the great swords in attack, and the low 40s in melee defence, which is not bad. It's not great, it's not bad. But then again, I've seen this exact same army, admittedly it was being led by the Emperor, not by Volkmar, and that plus a garrison from a town auto-resolved for Chaos armies in Warhammer 2. Obviously different now, because Warriors of Chaos, obviously you don't have a spawn of stupid 20 units up north that come down in those kind of numbers, but the units are now much, much stronger. Not just on the battlefield, but also in auto-resolve. Because that's why the reason why the invasions in the north always failed. They were basically dead on arrival. They always failed against Dwarves, Empire, obviously Kislev then, which is like a minor Empire faction, he didn't have any legendary lords. But the reason it failed is because the Warriors of Chaos back then weren't strong in auto-resolve. They just weren't. They should have been, but they weren't. And actually that's going to give them more damage. Some more armour there as well. That's giving more leadership and then some speed. That's going to give some more melee defence. So melee defence then might be more towards mid to high 40s. That's pretty good. Armour and leadership there. Charge bonus. Big loss reduction. And then some more melee attacking defence on their side as well. $38, $34. They're going to be in 40s, probably 50s. And their reasons are going to be in 50s. So only problem with these is they're both shock cavalry. But I think all the empires are, I think, as far as I'm aware.
Defender of the faith.
Yeah, even the Ragsguard are. You can always tell shock cavalry because they've got really high charge bonus by comparison. Your regular cavalry don't have a stupidly high charge bonus, but the benefit is you can charge them into combat and just leave them there.
They will be judged. The nation calls. Step to it. March on the witches.
Glade Lord, at your service.
The instrument of Sigmar's will.
Well, that's his army sorted. We've got regiments from now we could recruit. Got like Zintler's Reichsguard there. Got the Royal Altdorf Griffites. There's a Carabao Greatswords. Where the fuck are the other ones? Is there not? Do they not have a electric count version of Reichsguard? Maybe they don't. I mean, they're so expensive at that, it's ridiculous. 457. I mean, it even says regular upkeep 275. Which is what these are good at. Why the fuck is that so high? I suppose that's why you need this thing, isn't it, to like reduce the cost of them. But it's having to claim so many of these books. That's it. That's a 90. That. Lamia, which is controlled by him. That one's Karakate Peaks. That one I could probably get because it's controlled by Skarsnik. That one I've got to destroy them. That one I've probably got to go over there and destroy them. Skaven Blight. Why would the White Tower of Hoeth have a book of Nagash? Nagash would have no way to ever get that back. And there's some pilgrims up there or something. See, ones like these, I can probably send like an army to just go and deal with them. Take them out. But when it's occupying a settlement or something,
I am Volkmar.
that's going to be difficult. Right, okay, we're 11 turns away, so in the next part, we should be good to start expanding. And then I'm released from my chains. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, please drop a sub. Pop this up again for you. This is where the sub buttons are, so you can find them. It's the same place as well on the live stream. And if you're watching the live streams back after, you know, they're not live anymore, I'm just trying to get to this number. Considering there's like 8 to 9 billion people on the planet, you know, 1,000 is actually not that much in the grand scheme of things. Now, obviously, there's not 8 to 9 billion people that play Total Warhammer or play computer games in general, but I'd hazard there's a good couple of billion easily across the globe. But we just need 1,000 of you. 1,000 glorious human beings to get us this number. And then we're on the partner program. Take care, guys, anyway. Have a great day. I'll speak to you all soon.